my garden. We got a lot of rain here, but you can see the little onions here. They got, oops, I just broke one off. Yeah, it's onion. And all these little tiny things, little green shamrocks and other things just went nuts out here. You can see, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the ground is really wet. Got a lot of rain. I ain't been able to do much outside. And when I come out, this is what I got. In this row, there's supposed to be red beets in there, and I'm thinking those bigger plants there might be. I'm not sure. My radishes, they're pretty much in here consumed by the green stuff, whatever it is, all over the place. I don't know what that is, but it's just went nuts in here. Never before did I get that stuff growing. And my lettuce is a total loss. There's one little spot back there. It's a loss. And then inside this little thing I set out to protect it, this is a bean plant. It's nice, big and high, but there's no leaves on it. It's like, what the heck? And I have ranunculus flowers planted in here amongst all this little tiny green stuff that just spread all over the place. So pretty much nothing on this side grew. And I planted this whole thing full of squash, and this is what I got. Hope it makes it. My green peppers, pardon my neighbor's mower, have flowers on them now. Let's see if I can get one. See, you can see it there. We have a pepper there. Lots more buds. And then I noticed back there on that one, there's a flower. I don't know if you can see it. On my sweet peppers. Oh, there's a flower in this one too. See it? So they're growing. And my elderberry's doing good. And then right there is elderberry also that I thought was dead. But it came back. Yeehaw! And in here, I had peas planted. Nothing came up. So, I went and replanted. Oh, something unburied one of my beans. I planted some of those beans I got from Country Homestead Preacher. Indivergi Furgalurgi Dirty Dough beans. I got a big long name. And I have here, I have a watermelon plant that came up. Oh, another one here. I got two of them here now. Good. Yeehaw, crimson sweet watermelons. Crimson sweet watermelons. Two plants there. Oh, another one back there. Where is it? Yes, I think that's another one there. I think it is. Yeah, it's in the row, so it must be. They get Sweet William and all kinds of other weeds. It's like, it wasn't like this, people, before the storm. I cleaned all this out. And then I come out here after the rain, and it's full of weeds. Yes. Whoops. Sorry about the finger. And then in this row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little watermelon plants coming up. Don't know how they're gonna do, but I made these. This is that mesh stuff that you put in eaves to keep the leaves out. It's aluminum. And I put it out here around my little plants because I noticed my cats don't like it. So, then come over to this row. Right here, I have 2 cucumber plants. And all I need is one to come up, you know, and it'll fill up this whole area, and the watermelons and that'll all blend together. I don't care. So I'm hoping they make it. And then my cats have went down there. Oh, my cage fell over, or my tomato fell over in that cage. And this little thing, he's getting bigger now. I'll have to come up with something bigger. But I did that to keep animals from eating off my tomatoes. And this one here, he's getting nice and big now. Quite tall, actually. I'm gonna have to tie him up pretty soon. And then there's this one. It keeps laying on the ground, but that's the one that something ate it off. I stuck it in the ground. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but it's still green. It ain't turned all brown. And this one's growing too, but look at the little holes in the leaves. I ain't never found a worm or nothing on them. And these 3 plants are growing. The hardest part about gardening is waiting. I want tomatoes. And then by my feet here, all along in here, is I planted Amish coxcomb and whatever the other flowers were that Tessie sent. They're all planted here. I don't see anything. Or else I don't recognize it because I've never planted it before. And then over here, up this row, this whole section all through here is full of, all the way down to here, wildflowers for pollinators to bring in bees and stuff. Now, hope I'm not sorry I did that. And in this section, there used to be hostas and stuff in here, but I think they're all gone now. I think they're ugly. I don't know what these things are, but they're coming out, whatever they are. I don't want them going there. Some kind of roots. And I wish I could find the papers to that, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. I call them ranunculus flowers. They're from Israel anyway. They're supposed to grow here. We shall see. And then here, I drilled holes a couple inches up in the sides of the bucket. You can't see it here, but it's here. I think it's over on the side actually, to drain the extra water out. But you don't want to put it in the bottom because then it drains all the water out. And up here, well, there's some little plants, but I think they're weeds. I have strawberries from seed in here. Don't know if those are those strawberry plants or not. But I bought some strawberries, and one of them was, it's a USA strawberry. See, there's a little hair thing right there. I don't know if that's one or not. It probably won't focus here. Because that is a big berry, and I put it right in the center. And then this, I planted basil in here. It grew, came up, and then died. And now I got something else growing. But there was a lot of basil seeds, so I'm hoping I get some basil. Don't need these maple trees in there. Helicopters. And I may have picked the wrong place because this is right under my eaves in my house. And when they get rained on, they get soaked. So I'm hoping I get some strawberries growing. And I can't remember what kind of squash this was, but I planted all the way around in here, and even the center was squash. And I only got one. Come on, grow, little guy. It's getting the third leaf in the center there, so maybe it's gonna make it. So, and I did inoculate out here in front of my garden earlier with baby portobello mushroom spores. So I hope they show up. There's a couple pieces of lettuce poking through the destruction. Here, put little things. And they were all up in here. There's one there too. This whole row was doing good till something destroyed it. My radishes were doing good too, but now this purple, or these little tiny plants are taking over. Be careful I don't pull up my radishes. I have no idea what these plants are. My red beets down there, I don't see nothing coming there either. I'll pull my red beets out, or my radishes out. Shoot, I think I pulled one. Nope, it's still in a little bit. Oh, darn it, that was one I pulled. Didn't mean to. They're mixed in here, but it's impossible to weed it without pulling it out. So, to wait and see what actually makes it. I have no idea. Look at these lily in the valley. They're done blooming now, but they come up in here. I don't want them growing here. So. Oh, daddy long legs. All kinds of weeds. They're even growing in this block. Them babies will really grow. So don't plant lily of the valley unless you really want it. Because all it takes is one plant. I'll show you these ones. See, these ones did have seeds on them. Or, not seeds, flowers. Yeah, they're all pretty much done, but some of them have a few things on them. Not flowers or nothing. So, that's all for today, guys. The roses, they're growing. I gotta cut these off. Boy, these are not thornless. These will jab you a good one. So, have a good one, and see you next time. And remember, whatever you do in life, make a difference. Thank you. Bye now.